Sam lightly sighed, making it clear that he was aware of the attention that his group was receiving from other adventurers, but not wanting to acknowledge it. I guess that the stronger a group gets, the more widely known they become, James thought to himself. It was clear that none of them wanted to pay the attention received any mind, so they were trying to be casual. James wondered if his group would deal with something similar once they got closer to level 30. Sam's words came to mind about how James's group would likely be close to level 30 after the request was completed. If that was true, then it wouldn't be long before he and his group members would need to deal with people whispering around them. If adventurers that are level 30 get this much attention, then I can only imagine what it's like for those who are level 40 and above. James tried to imagine what level 40 adventurers would be like, but failed to conjure up anything in his mind. It was too abstract, picturing people of such strength. With the attention around their group, no one said anything and just waited in line. The pace at which people were being let through by the guards was a typical pace, so even with the increase in traffic, it wasn't going to be long until they were out of the city. James just looked ahead while lost in thought. Thinking of abstract things in his mind, James took himself out of what was going on in his mind and wordlessly raised his bracelet to let the guard see. The guard nodded without paying much attention, as though the day was dragging on for him. He waved at another guard to indicate that James and the others were clear. After the security check, the people ahead of them were able to disperse and no longer take up room. James passed through the gate, once again bathed in the bright sun. He looked at the others and smiled, trying to be cheerful. "We're finally officially starting this request." Though it was an obvious statement, James felt like it was necessary. Celine smiled at James. "It does seem as though we're taking part in a quest that would be told by singers around the world inside taverns at night." Instead of following the road, many of the people that left the city, their group instead headed straight to the forest, which gave the city its name. Could you imagine if this adventure became a song like that? Peter grinned as he walked next to Kate. Sam laughed at Peter's words. "Maybe we'll be gifted drinks whenever we stop at a tavern." Adam also grinned at Peter's words, but he remained silent. As they got closer to the forest, James placed his hands on his dagger, as though confirming that his weapons were on him. This was the same with the others. Even if the chance that they'd run into any monsters at the entrance into the forest was low, they was fully aware that it was an area with a high level of danger than the main road leading out of the city. James stared at the trees that marked the territory controlled by monsters. If I had never been inside a forest, or even known about what it looks like, I'd have mistaken what's in front of me as just a normal forest, though slightly darker due to the amount of sunlight able to penetrate inside, James said out loud.